Previously in Dragon's Maw. Skyfall's had some rough times. The Black Lotus prospectors angered the Dragon's Smaug and brought it to the downed airship, forcing the townsfolk to use the ship's barrier technology to protect themselves, thus ensuring that every pony in the Dragon's Maw knew that the Cloud ship's advanced technology was potentially active. That was just the start of trouble for Mayor Chase, the Mauler's new Griffin friend. He was delivered a letter containing explosive runes. He was asked to provide power armor, so that the Maulers and Black Lotus prospectors could explore the Tainted Abyss. Then the backstep curse expanded outward and caused multiple fatalities in the town. He was then asked by the Maulers to let them break out a changeling from the brig. Then the town was harassed by the rogue Four Horses raiders, which turned out to be a distraction for another elaborate assassination operation. Now that the Maulers are back in town, Chase has plenty to be worried about now. The ship has all the pieces it needs to come back together and fly again. It'll still be a few days before it's operational, but they're there. But that just makes him wonder what else is going to happen to balance out that karma. So, we kind of start off where everyone else started off. You just rode those two crazy rocket Trojan horses all the way from Ribcage to Skyfall in like a matter of minutes, and the guards, while shocked, are kind of hasten to let you guys in, especially with Blinky along with you, and not only her shop merchandise, but also the rest of the parts you guys got from Staple 998 to help finish the repairs for the Cloud ship. And so, Zenkarn, oh, that's right. Zenkarn, technically, Firelight was going to be going out with was supposed to be off with the Hellhound group, that's right. But he wasn't there, so do we retcon that, or do we just jump ahead for that? I did not think this particular aspect of the plot through before I planned out this mini-session. I say planned, but...
I think it's fine if we just,
jump cut?
it.
Or
I don't know, which would work better for what you have planned.
There are sirens in the background.
Oh, shit, that's me.
They're coming for you.
I knew this day would come.
Let's see. Let's not confuse anyone who's been watching chronologically up to this point. Firelight, after spending some time shopping for supplies and whatnot, your group went out to try and recruit the Hellhounds as planned. Tibbs, I imagine in the meantime, you were probably selling drugs.
Peddling wares, checking in with Beryl, etc.
Okay.
Also the corpses.
Also the corpse. Oh yes, making sure that the corpses from Joy delivered, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, more shady business.
As you do. The way things kind of turn out, you're able to attend to the corpses before you can manage to track down Beryl. Anything in particular you want to know about the latest shipment of corpses?
Tibbs examined them already, so he knows what they are.
Yeah.
So,
they seem to, through back channels, seem to have made it all right.
Then Tibbs is satisfied, and he already gave Beryl all the information. I suppose he'd just be... Sorry, my dog is attacking me for these French fries.
Spud Stream, teaching how to be a responsible adult since 2013. No, 2014, that's when this started.
That's when the streaming started.
Well,
anyway.
I suppose the streaming started a little bit before that, yeah. Or did it? I did it.
Who knows?
No. The podcast didn't start until January of 2014. And I wasn't even live streaming anything until a long time after the live stream had started, so...
I wasn't streaming anything until after the live stream had started.
Until the podcast had started. I don't know how to differentiate
English
words
today.
in my brain.
Yeah,
Why would you assume I could do that?
After the weekend you've been through, I understand.
Alright. So, you are able to track down Beryl. She's at kind of one of the local dives, one of the bars, just kind of taking a break. And the Griffin Merc kind of gives you a look and says, "Oh, hey, how are you, Tibbs?"
Just fine, Sheila. How are you?
Sheila, what does that even mean?
Tibbs is just going to give a completely deadpan expression before saying, "It means female." I don't know why people keep asking me about this.
I don't know. I'm not judging. I'm interesting to hear that at the first words out of your mouth. Anyway, so I took care of the, delivery thing for you.
Ah, good. So you did get the letter.
Yeah, I got
Good
that.
to hear.
Yeah, sorry I didn't reply. I kind of had my claws full.
No, I understand.
The guard changed from paid positions to full-on volunteer force, so...
Tibbs is going to frown very deeply at that. So you're not getting paid anymore for that business. Ugh.
Well, actually, I'm getting paid. I managed to convince Chase to make captain of the guard a paid position, because I had kind of become that anyway.
Fair enough. I do enjoy a good sales. Sorry, I'm trying to think of the
salary discussion, salary negotiation,
Sales pitch.
Sales pitch.
No, I was gonna say salesperson, but I still don't. That doesn't feel right somehow. Sales griffin. I'll go with that. I like a sales griffin that shows that kind of initiative.
Well, I mean, it was my life and my salary. I had to do something. Right. I wanted to. It's been. There's been kind of an interesting development. So I've been hearing about this executive pony, right?
Mm-hmm.
And did I tell you about the time I got a letter? I got a letter from, I think it was from him saying like, "Hey, there's some extra caps for it in if you do some stuff," but I didn't respond to that. I think the executive might have been trying to buy me off.
Tibbs is going to nod slowly at that.
Yeah, she digs into her into one of her pockets and pulls out the now shredded letter and says, "But turned you down. Just figured let you know that was a thing."
Okay. Mind if I take that paper?
Yeah, go for it.
Tibbs is going to collect the paper, put it in just a small compartment of his saddlebags, and then nod. So, did you get the payment for the delivery?
Yeah, actually, she can.
All right.
Were you supposed to get a share of that, or?
Tibbs is going to nod at that, and say, presumably there was more than what I said on the sheet of paper you were going to get.
Right. I'm sorry. As the DM, I legitimately don't remember.
It was like, it was 350 caps total. It was 175 for her, 175 for Tibbs.
Right.
The fact that I remember that is actually kind of amazing to me.
All right. So she brings out the little bag of caps that she presumably received for receiving the delivery and expediting delivery to the morgue, and counts out 175 for you.
Excellent. Just wanted to make sure that business went through. So this is just me being curious. They didn't happen to say why they wanted the corpses, did they? I presume it's just for practice, but
those scientists in the morgue are kind of weird. I try not to ask questions about them.
Fair enough.
There's a certain level of curiosity that reaches a point that I just don't really care what you're doing anymore.
That's fair. Well, I've certainly met a fair amount of ponies like that.
But that letter, that's not the most interesting thing. In fact, it's kind of amazing you're here, actually, because there was something last night.
Go on.
I think that one of my new volunteer guards is an executive agent.
You don't say.
Another one of his, bids to try and, I don't know, assassinate Chase, take over the city, yada yada.
How exactly did you find this out?
Because he told me.
Oh, that's just pleasant.
Isn't it though? It's, do I look like I'm the evil corruptible type? Is it me?
Tibbs is gonna shrug and say, "You're probably asking the wrong pony about that."
So this pony straight up says that he works for the executive of a really rich pony. Like I don't already know, right?
Mm-hmm.
And says he'd give me caps to make sure he has a prominent place in the guard force. And I'll be straight up. I took those caps because figured, great. He runs around for a little bit. Then I turn him into you, and I got a little bit extra on the side.
Tibbs is going to give kind of an evil smile and say, I'll tell you what, I'm feeling in a good mood right now, so how about I pay you for the following information? His name, where he is, and a location in Skyfall where no one else will see me.
Honestly, I was gonna offer that information for free.
Well, like I said, I'm in a good mood, and frankly, with the hoarding we've been doing lately, the caps don't seem to be as necessary to me.
His name, the name he gave me, I don't know if it's his actual name with these kinds of guys, but he goes by Half Pint. His current location? His shift, she kind of looks up at, not finding a clock, but, at least someone with the pit book with the current time, and she says, I think his shift is either ending soon or has just ended, or he's a lazy sack of, horse apples and left early. So, either he went straight home or he's off, I don't know where exactly he might be. If he's not on his shift, he's somewhere. But tell you what, there's not actually a lot of good places now that they've started really amping up the repairs. There's a small room up at the top level observation decks that usually doesn't see a whole lot of use. There's like a window that needs to be fixed up there, but that's the least of their problems.
Mm-hmm. They wouldn't happen to have any personal quarters?
Yeah, he's got, there's kind of a dorm situation going on.
So, enough ponies around that they'd be able to hear something.
Yeah, probably. I mean...
Actually, I just had a bit of an idea.
And there is the problem with the murder that happened, too.
With the backstab case?
No, someone got killed yesterday. Found a body in one of the bathrooms. The ship's technically on lockdown, but I figured they'd let you guys in because you're the frickin' Dragon Ballers.
Tibbs will nod. Understandable.
So at least I can guarantee that he's not, leaving. But yeah, that's a thing as well. So guards are kind of on edge a little bit.
Understandable. All right. Well,
honestly, if Chase is so paranoid right now, I haven't told him yet. But I figure if you go to him with the information, he could probably let you murder him in the streets.
I'd never do something so blatantly vulgar. Tibbs is going to give a shit-eating grin at that, because, of course he would. But he's going to try and be civil. And say, well, thank you for this information. It's honestly going to make this trip much more interesting for me, because, while the others are around, fixing things and making this ship better, well, I didn't exactly have much to do, but now I do. So, and he's going to push the cap back to Beryl. Thank you, and I can count on your continued partnership with me, correct?
Absolutely. This is, honestly, the extra caps have made living a lot more comfortable. I am one happy employee. She raises her drink and takes a swig.
Tibbs will, he obviously doesn't have a drink, but he will, raise a hoof in, cheer.
Yep.
All right. Well, it appears to me that I've got some people to talk to, so I'll be around.
All right. See you around.
And Tibbs is going to leave the bar and head to Chase.
All right. You can... Chase is a little hard to track down since he seems to be moving everywhere. Every time you get to the location you should be, it's like he's already moved on. But after a little while, you're able to hunt down Mayor Chase.
Mm-hmm. Tibbs is just going to be very blunt and very quick and say, I have it on good authority that someone in the guard is working with the executive. So if you find a corpse in the next couple of hours, don't worry about it. And then...
Anything else, Tibbs?
Well, I mean, I'd offer you something, but I get the feeling you need a clear head, even though it would probably relax you. So,
Yeah,
just this once,
I don't...
I'm not going to sell something.
Thank you. I don't do that anyway.
Tibbs will pat Chase on the back, and then he's going to go track down Half Pint.
All right. All right, so hunting down a Half Pint, roll me streetwise, because that's actually an properly applicable skill for this. Is that actually a skill in this?
Street smarts?
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, it's one of my trained skills.
Ah!
Yes! Probably the first time
Finally a use for it!
One moment, I actually am not in the room. ID room.
Oh,
Time
wow.
for a classic.
I have notification sounds on. Let's put an end to that.
1d20 plus 11. 19!
19. All right. Sorry, what was that?
I was just saying it's actually kind of low for me.
It kind of is, yeah. You kind of... Half Pint, after a while of trying to trace his hoof steps through the ship, since he left his shift, you get the sense that he might be actively hiding now that he's heard that the Maulers are in town.
Mm-hmm.
And you basically end up on this sort of indirect, wild goose chase through different parts of the ship, from the living areas to the shops to bits of engineering, back to the guard post again, and back to the living quarters, until finally, you manage to hunt down some. But it's been like couple hours now that you've been at this sort of chase.
Mm-hmm.
You finally find someone who has just seen him, and he was heading towards the nearby restrooms.
Okay. Then Tibbs is going to check those restrooms.
All right, you head towards the restrooms, and you hear from outside the stallion's room. You hear kind of some groaning before just kind of this not just kind of the sick sounding groaning before kind of sigh of begrudged relief, and then you hear some rushing water, and then the door opens, and this kind of light brown earth pony, kind of faintly scarred, kind of staring straight at you. His eyes go wide.
Tibbs is going to smile widely,
and he bolts. He starts running down the hall.
Tibbs is going to grab for the tail.
All right. For that,
what am I rolling, boss?
Let's see. To grab his tail and get a grip on it, I would say that's a bit more precise action. I'd say acrobatics.
Okay. 1d. I keep forgetting what my acrobatics is. There we go. 13. Still not good.
You kind of get a faint grip of his tail, but then it kind of slips out from you, and he continues running on.
Tibbs is going to let out a sigh before saying, "Why do they always run?" And chasing after. While shouting, "Wait! I just have a business proposal for you, mate!"
Roll athletics to chase after him.
Okay, it's a 20. Not a natural 20, but a 20.
Alright. You're able to gain on him a little bit, but with your failed maneuver, he got some distance on you before you took Chase as well. And I keep saying the word Chase, even though there's a character named Chase in this town. Anyway. He kind of ducks and weaves through a bunch of ponies, overturning carts and whatnot to try and block you. Roll acrobatics to try and get past his obstacles he throws in your way.
Oh, goody. 16.
That is enough. It wasn't a huge obstacle. And roll athletics to try and close the distance.
Tibbs, significantly more used to just, like, bashing through stuff than... 25! Okay!
Alright. You get a burst of speed and manage to kind of overtake him a bit. How do you want to take him down?
Are we getting close to, like, are we... How close is Tibbs to a wall?
The corridors of the ship are very, very tight. There's barely enough room for 3 ponies to walk side by side down these halls.
Okay. Then Tibbs is just going to, basically get right up next to Half Pint and, just shove him into a wall.
You just completely body check him and slam him against the wall. And he just bounces off and goes, oh. He stays dazed for a little while.
Okay. Tibbs is going to approach, put a hoof around his neck. Like, you know, the typical, like, hey, buddy gesture, before catching his breath and going, look, I understand that, someone in your position might find me frightening, but trust me when I say it's just a business deal I want to talk with you about.
I heard about you. I know better. You notice that his skin feels kind of hot. Like he's got kind of a fever or something.
Oh. Okay. You know, Tibbs is gonna go, you're not feeling so good, mate.
Yeah, no. Damn it.
Anything I could perhaps help with?
You got anything to, feel just kind of weird, just hot?
Can I do a heal check to see if maybe I can identify from symptoms? Like, just from his appearance, maybe symptoms of whatever he might have?
Just kind of from looking at him, you can tell he's got kind of a fever going.
Anything else?
Roll heal.
Okay. Goody! My highest skill, 32.
32. He's a bit too weak to kind of, he tries to weakly push you away as you examine him a bit more closely, but, he doesn't seem in any position to stop you. It was amazing he got as far as he did just sprinting away from you at all. And you notice that he also seems to have, like actual welts and, like, burns showing up on other parts of his coat.
Would I roll another heal check to maybe see if I know what those are? What this might be a sign of?
With a...
If it's one of those...
It's no, like, actually, like, physical disease you've ever heard of.
Okay. In that case, Tibbs is going to, again, you're gonna keep holding the guy tightly, before going, I'll tell you what, mate, you look sick, and, I get the feeling you wouldn't want me treating you, so how about we take a walk to the med bay and discuss some things?
Okay.
Alright, and, so Tibbs will effectively be dragging him to the med bay.
Yeah, basically.
Before, sort of whispering, talking quietly so that people don't hear. So I have it on some good authority that, a certain agent of mine accepted some caps from you. Is that correct?
That was your girl?
Yes, Beryl is in fact working for me now. And while normally I would not appreciate someone trying to butt in on my agents, I have heard, I should say, quite a few things about this executive. And, I was wondering if, well, given your connections, there was possibly a way to contact him.
No contact, just give and mission. Oh,
just
too much of a risk that way.
Tibbs will nod.
I was approached through a mediator anyway.
Tibbs will nod at that and say, understandable. I did that for quite some time myself. So, About how long is it going to take to get to the med bay?
A little bit. He did kind of lead you across the ship.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up with the Skype stuff. Well, you're not looking too good, and it seems... Well, out of curiosity, did this mediator do anything else to you besides talk to you?
What? He seems to have barely heard what you're saying.
Mm-hmm. Tibbs is going to frown, and then he's actually just going to go quiet until they reach the med bay.
All right. Oh no, Codeman. Oh. Codeman?
Hi.
Okay.
Hi!
You kind of dropped there for a bit.
Sorry. Did everybody drop, or was that just me?
That was just you.
Just you.
Oh, joy.
Yeah, oh joy indeed.
Sorry about that. I think my internet hiccuped.
Okay. By this point, Tibbs, you've wasted a good part of the day on these errands you've been running.
This wild goose chase.
Yeah. Firelight, you and Tempered Steel and Zenkarn and Aurelia and Jin and Butter, or Vermilion, whatever, and 3 hellhounds are are about to show up at the front gates of Skyfall.
Oh, this is gonna go over beautifully.
And the guards are pretty obviously not okay with the sight before them, although still understandably very confused. Zenkarn offers to kind of handle the negotiations with the guards, where you can just kind of go in ahead of them while they deal with getting them into the city proper. Hopefully without violence.
Yeah, hopefully.
So do you take that opportunity, or do you want to try and take over the diplomacy?
I think that Zenkarn can handle it.
Zenkarn did handle the hellhounds mostly by himself somehow, defying all expectations.
Sorry, I'm just looking at Thestral Pony's description. I mean, Tempered Steel's also there, wouldn't he be? To kind of, keep Zenkarn back?
Yeah, basically. Although he might just offer cookies and everything, though.
He's obsessed with the cookies.
Little bit.
Yeah, I think I'll just move ahead and stuff.
Alright.
I think they can handle it.
Cool, yeah. So you head into the city. The guards reluctantly let you in because you are, you were the town doctor for a good amount of time, so they'll let you in while they deal with the hellhound situation. And after a little while, as you get back into town and just kind of reacclimate, you see Trigger coming up to you.
Oh boy.
Oh, hey, Firelight.
Hey, Trigger. How's it going?
It's been pretty good. I've been doing what I can in the med bay. Yeah.
Have the books been helping out?
Yeah, the books are helping out a lot. I feel like I'm getting actually pretty good at this. I mean, as much as, I can, you can be a doctor in the wasteland. I mean, I don't know about... Anyway, Firelight, it's good to have you back.
Thanks. Sadly, I'm not sure if I'll be able to stay for long. We have something else we have to go deal with, but I'm glad that I was able to come and say hi.
Right. Could you... I hate to ask, since you're probably busy, but could you help me out in the med bay for a bit?
Sure, I'd be fine with that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's just been a weird couple of days, and I don't know. Sometimes it gets sometimes it gets hard, and this has been a bad couple of days. So you helping out and kind of showing me the ropes a bit more would be appreciated, I guess.
That'd be fine. But yeah, I'll come and help you out. Oh, I think that'd be nice and stuff for a little while. Just some basic clinic work.
Trigger kind of chuckles at that. Wow, you find that relaxing?
Uh,
I kind of get a little stressed.
Meet with any of the other Maulers for a few hours. You'll understand.
I guess.
But, yeah. I'll go and help you out, show you a few more things.
Alright, cool. So Trigger takes you down to the med bay, which is a kind of a short trip. Doesn't look like there's anyone there for any, like, serious treatment right now, though there do seem to be a couple of mildly sick ponies that are just kind of waiting for medicine or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You can ask around at what everyone's there for, and, they say, and Trigger confirms that, they're just there for they're looking for some kind of, pain medication or fever reducer or whatever.
Right, yeah.
Just some kind of, pony flu going around or something. And then, Tibbs, you and your basically, comatose, tag-along come into the med bay.
Tibbs is going to basically chuck half pint onto any nearby open bed, and just turn to the other two and go, I think this fine pony right here has got a curse on him. Could you magic types possibly check him out for that?
Oh, a curse. Well, I was about to ask, what did you do to him?
Later.
Later, yeah. Alright. I'll go up and stuff and, let's see, you said it was possibly a curse, but I guess I'll go ahead and use my magic to figure out if it is a curse or not.
That would be Arcana.
Okay. 1 second. Right, okay. Arcana is 10. Yes, 28. Okay, good. I rolled decently.
Hey, that's actually really good. You can definitely tell that there is some kind of, active magic within this pony's body. Something very sort of fiery in nature, something you kind of have an affinity with. And as you're examining him and, kind of using your magic to kind of examine him, whatever is within him kind of flares up a bit, and it looks like there are, like, it's almost, roll perception.
Oh, shit. Oh, good, I have a decent perception as well. Oh, balls.
Put in the code properly.
Yeah, there we go. 24.
Alright. And suddenly, yes. Suddenly Trauma Center. Oh boy. Suddenly, you almost don't think that's what it is, but it almost looks like there are little sparks, or he coughs and it looks like some little sparks or embers comes out.
This isn't good. Is it what it almost looks like when someone tries to like when Aurelia or I try to breathe fire or something?
Really kind of nothing like that. It's,
like he's got literally has a fire inside him and he's trying to cough it out.
It's kind of, yeah, but it's like fire breathing is kind of a much more directed process, like a weapon. This it's like there's something just kind of burning him up from the inside.
Shit.
Not like literally burning him up, but like it's hard to explain. But the way there was some kind of unnatural heat within him.
Okay, Tibbs, where did you get him?
Beryl directed me to him, and after an extensive chase, I found him in the restroom, probably taking a shit.
Why did he run?
Because I found out he was working for the executive.
I think something is very wrong with him, and I don't know what quite yet. I'm not... Wait, was I able to tell if this was, some sort of curse, or if, I don't know.
It's definitely some kind of magical curse.
Okay.
And you suspect it might, in some way, it might not be contained within just his body.
If it's not, Alright. Can I roll, healing to try and, like, if not remove it and stuff, just, like, slow it down so it doesn't seem like it's gonna kill him?
You can roll heal to try and treat his symptoms and, try and reduce the fever and, deal with what looks like, kind of the sort of burned skin he's got. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna use, medicinal training, which, yeah. Well, Well, it's plus 10 to remove any disease or curse and stuff, but that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, basically. You are a miracle worker after all.
Let's see.
Gonna toss in an assistance check.
Go ahead, yes. Please do. Okay. 36.
And a 32.
Yikes.
Hey!
So once you get to kind of figure out the magical nature of what's going on, you start to apply, every kind of treatment you can kind of figure out with, the supplies you have on hand, which is, healing potions and magical bandages and some, fever reducers, balms for skin, whatnot. Tibbs uses some kind of drugs, I assume, in the process.
No, Tibbs is probably just going to go with the standard medical procedures in this case.
All right. And you're kind of able to wrap him up and reduce his fever down to more stable levels fairly quickly. And you pretty much managed to squash the symptoms entirely, although due to the sort of magical nature, you're not sure if you've actually cured him or not.
We're just slowing it down. Does it look like the coughing and stuff of the embers and everything is getting worse?
No, you've kind of managed to quash that a bit. His cough is whatever coughs he's got are normal right now.
Okay. All right. Is he conscious?
He starts to come around now. Yes.
Oh, good. Thank God. All right. Pint, half pint. Are you awake?
Who's Pint?
Whatever your name is.
It's Temper Tantrum.
I'm gonna try.
Well, my associate laughs that off.
Wait, no, that's not what I'm actually doing. It's just, God damn it. Okay, I would actually try to be professional during this, but I just had to get that out of my system. Okay, Firelight will chuckle and stuff at that, but not to the degree that I did. Alright. Alright. Temper Tantrum.
He probably did not have good parents.
No, he didn't. But anyway. Alright. We think for some reason you might have a curse that's trying to kill you, and you have a very bad fever and coughing up fire and embers.
That's what it felt like.
Alright. Who could have done this to you? Are you doing, what, it could have been someone in the city?
Well, he looks to Tibbs. You already know, right?
Yes.
Betcha somehow he did this to me.
No shit, Sherlock.
But why? He wanted me to do recon.
When did this start happening?
Well, I got the assignment 2 days ago, and I kind of started to feel like I was coming down with something on my way here.
And this mediator you met with, because you didn't talk to me last time, didn't happen to give you anything or do anything other than tell you to take this job?
He didn't give me anything other than the mission details, although, I don't know, he used his magic for something.
Tibbs is going to frown and go, were those caps on you before the magic or whatever?
The what? The caps?
The caps you gave my agent.
No, the caps had nothing. The caps were just normal caps.
I'm
So they
gonna.
were yours.
Does he
Fine.
have any belongings and stuff on him?
Not on him.
Okay.
They'd probably be back at his, the shared living quarters where he lives out of right now.
Okay, because you said that like the curse felt like it was coming from somewhere else too, right?
What do you mean by somewhere? I don't know what you mean by that.
You said it was coming
It
from.
wasn't
not
just coming from his body.
I said it didn't feel like it was contained to his body.
Sorry, that kind of it felt like it implied might be somewhere else.
Okay. What was your mission details?
To gather fresh intel on the status of the cloud ship and come up with strategies for taking it for the executives' use. And to stay clear of you guys if you came around.
Tibbs is just going to sort of shake his head and go, yeah, the executive seems like the type to trust a pony named Temper Tantrum with the strategies for taking over.
Gave me a really good upfront fee.
How long ago did you start feeling this?
Like, right after I left the cathedral. Which was...
Wait, you were at the cathedral?
Well...
You were there?
Well, yeah, I was called there, yeah.
Okay, did anyone else do any kind of magic on you?
No, I was there for like half an hour for the meeting, and then off I went.
Because this doesn't seem like the type of magic that Mr. E could have done. Unless if he's got some sort of fire magic that we don't know about.
Tibbs is just going to look at Zencorn and go...
Of Zencorn. Yeah, because he's in the room.
Firelight, sorry. And go, the bastard's making fucking dragon hybrids. I'm not going to start judging on what magic he can and can't do.
Yeah, those were freaky to look at.
I didn't say anything to you, mate.
All right. Look, let's see. Why would he? Did you start feeling like this the moment you left the cathedral? Like you just started feeling sick then?
I felt a little hot, and by the time I was halfway here, he was like, "Yeah, okay, I've got a fever, I guess. Not a bad one, but just kind of, feeling a little hot."
Oh God. I'm not sure if he sent you here because of information.
What do you think?
Let's see. Given that what we sort of just saw, the fact that your body is experiencing a fever hot enough to give you welts and burns, mate, you're probably gonna die.
What? Why would he do
No,
that?
he's not gonna. Tibbs, he's not gonna die, but I think the mystery is trying to kill you.
But wait, so he did this to me, but why? Why would he just send me here and just kill me?
Tibbs is going to look to Firelight, then look to Temper Tantrum and go, now I'm sure my associate could probably explain this one better, but have you ever seen an egg when it gets really, really, really hot?
No.
Alright. Have you ever seen anything get really, really hot? I'm talking possibly set on fire.
It burns?
Tibbs is going to... Go ahead.
Oh. Firelight will just look at him and stuff. And sometimes, if it gets hot fast enough and there's enough pressure, it explodes.
He kind of looks down at his stomach where he's laying and he says, I don't feel like I've got pressure. I just feel kind of hot and weak. I'm gonna die, huh?
I don't know. No, you're not gonna die. We're gonna make sure that you don't die.
Give kind of a really look to Firelight.
What?
At the...
I'm not afraid to tell him that.
I hesitate, I hate to seem like I'm pulling this card again, but there are a couple of other ponies in the med bay that are here for fevers and seem to overhear your discussion.
I'm going to turn to Trigger, when did the fever start happening?
Yesterday? Like a bunch of them?
Temper tantrum? When did you get here?
Yesterday.
Fuck. Oh. I'm gonna go around to check the other patients and stuff, and using arcane and everything.
Yeah, roll Arcana.
Okay, 25.
You guys are on top of this. Yeah, you examine the two other ponies in the med bay, and you can, based now on your kind of familiarity and your affinity with sort of fire-based magic, you can tell that in these two ponies, there is something in them that seems to be in an incubation state.
A magical disease? You've got to be shitting me. Where did he figure this out? Okay, alright. We've got Timber under control and stuff for now. I'm gonna go around to, each of the patients and stuff. Hopefully they're in an early enough stage of it. And just try to, remove the curse.
You do that. And Temper, I'm gonna need to take some samples.
Now?
No. After your corpse. Of course fucking now!
Okay.
One of these days I'm gonna teach you what bedside manner is, but...
No, he was trained by a master of not having good bedside manner, so I don't think he's gonna unlearn those habits.
No, trained by a master of not giving a fuck.
Okay, I'm gonna use medicinal training and stuff again. Oh shit! You gotta be shitting me!
Oh no. You naturally...
No! Okay, instead I use healing hooves. God damn it. I forgot there's something that actually gives me a natural 20.
Okay.
Oh god, no. If that's okay. I'd rather use my nat 20. God damn it. If that's okay with you.
How many times can you use nimble hooves per day?
3 times a day.
3 times. Yeah.
So, with the two ponies you have there, with this thing that seems to be just kind of incubating within them, with your kind of natural prowess at this, you are able to, it seems to completely remove the kind of magical disease from them. The curse from them, whatever it is. They show no symptoms, and you can't seem to detect it anymore with any sort of magical inspection.
Okay. So their fever's gone and everything.
Yeah, they look very relieved as they say, oh wow, I seem to be much better now, thank you.
You're so much better at this job than that other guy.
Okay.
Trigger looks very impressed with what...
I'm gonna turn to Trigger and stuff real quick. Trigger, can you please go to Chase and tell Chase that
Trigger seems to be kind of looking at his own hooves in what looks like thoughtful introspection and a little bit of fear.
What's wrong?
He looks up at you and says, Do I have it?
Do you have what?
The curse now?
I'm gonna check him real quick.
I won't make you roll over and over again. You can check him and...
Oh, okay. I'm gonna check him and stuff for the curse.
He's not showing any symptoms, but you think very faintly you might think he has the curse incubating inside him as well.
Okay.
Based now that you've examined Sugar, now you've examined a couple of other ponies kind of in the middle, and then Temper, you start to think that the incubation period for Temper Tantrum's level of symptoms might be about 2 days.
Okay. 2 days. Shit. Okay. Can I remove the the curse and stuff from Trigger?
If you use your healing hooves one more time.
It's okay. I've also got it.
Oh, thank God.
I got a 31 on let's get those samples.
Do you, try to put temper under before you take your samples?
Yes, I will put him under with an anesthetic.
Alright.
Thank you.
Okay. So, you take whatever samples you need while, Temper Tantrum is unconscious. And, Firelight, with another key to mark critical natural 20, you do manage to clear the curse entirely from one pony. That being Trigger.
Okay. And no one else in the room, and everyone else in the room has been cured of it except for Temper, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then another pony walks into the med bay, his face looking kind of flushed.
A fever?
Yeah. You got anything for that?
Yes, we do. Please go lay down real quick. We'll get to you in a minute. And I'll...
Okay. He kind of looks kind of worryingly at Temper Tantrum, like, what happened to that guy?
He called a mild case of shut the fuck up and listen to the doctor.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, he just shrinks back at that. It's like, oh, okay. He goes obediently to one of the cots and just sits down, patiently, waiting.
Burn victim. And I'll turn to Trigger. Can you please go to Chase and tell him that we need to get an announcement. Anyone showing any symptoms of a fever at all, even the faintest sign, to report to the med bay.
Trigger.
And please have him do this in a way that is eloquent to not make everybody rush. It's okay. We have some time.
Trigger just, without saying anything, just still looking very afraid, nods emphatically and rushes out the medbay door.
Okay. I guess I'll start treating the other person that came in, the other pony that came in.
All right. How many uses of healing hooves do you have left?
Let's see. Did I still have to?
You used one on Trigger and you used two on the ponies in the ward, so you're out.
Yeah.
I still have to roll for heal.
I still have a couple more medicinal training and stuff, but yeah, and should I still use another use of medicinal training on this this pony that came in?
Well, it would definitely clear their symptoms pretty fast.
Yeah.
But you're not sure if that alone... The fact that you could remove the curse entirely from one pony is outstanding with your cutie mark critical successes.
Tibbs is gonna actually go to Firelight and go, look, mate, don't worry about treating the individuals, okay? Because at this, you're not gonna be able to take care of all of them. We need to find a cure for this thing, and we need to find it now.
Right. Okay. I guess I'll just use regular healing and stuff to just bring down his fever and everything. 21.
That you can do, and you give him some medicine for the fever, and he just... I'm basically assuming you've been around him. You've been kind of using hushed tones and whatnot, but he just kind of doesn't seem to like the looks on your faces as you give him treatment.
But yeah, and I'll try to slow down whatever the curse is doing to him and everything, but alright. I'll turn back to Tibbs and everything. Is there a separate section of the med bay and everything that like a lab or something that there's no patients?
Not really. The best you can do is bring out some of the curtains and draw them.
Okay. I'll bring out some. I'll go do that and everything. And everyone else that we like. Okay. So, who all in the room still has the curse and stuff? Like the ones that we treated and everything that had the fevers.
The ones who you treated the two of them are still kind of looking around, waiting for your permission to go.
Right. And did we completely remove the curse from them?
They seem to be completely cured, yeah.
Okay. You two can go.
They nod.
Everyone else,
yeah.
Everyone else just hang tight and everything. We'll get to you soon.
Dally in the chat. He keeps saying, "Seam, you guys."
It's true. You do keep saying "seam" and everything.
I suppose I am coming on a little strong, aren't
I? But I'm kind of worried that God, no, I don't want to because the problem is that if we cured them and we keep them in the room, they might just get it again. But if we didn't completely cure them and they leave, then
here's the thing.
You also don't know if they are going to be immune to the curse from here on out.
Right.
Here's what Tibbs is going to, what Tibbs is thinking, and subsequently what I am thinking is, we need a cure that we can mass produce and just distribute it to Skyfall.
Yeah. Which, behind the curtain and stuff, we can talk about that and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, Tibbs, the symptoms and everything that you got are the samples. Sorry.
Is Tibbs now showing signs of this? I'm kidding. That would be not for another day. But yeah, can we let's examine the samples and, sorry, I should do that in character. Let's examine these samples and make sure that, let's see if the disease is confined more to the body or if it's spread throughout via, and he's gonna shake one of the, 5 or 6 vials he's gotten.
Alright.
Why'd you have to take so many samples?
Tibbs is just going to, shrug and say, rather be thorough than dead.
Touche. Alright, I guess we'll break out.
At this point, Chase kind of, with trigger in tow, storms into the medbay going, "What the hell did you do to my townsfolk now?"
We didn't do shit! Also,
I know, but holy crap, guys.
Really quick and stuff, though, Firelight will grab a couple of, surgical masks and stuff, hand one to Tibbs, he'll put one on and hand one to Chase and Trigger.
Tibbs is not going to take the mask.
Look, it's just a precaution, okay?
Tibbs is going to look at Firelight and go, "Mate, for all I know, I've already got the disease. I'd rather just work on finding the cure."
Alright. I'll hand one to Chase and stuff, at least.
He takes it gently and says, "Disease."
Come with us, and Trigger, you come too. And we'll just pull behind the curtain.
Alright. And I hate to do this, but it's about a half hour before the session, and we basically got done what I wanted to get done, for this mini session, so I think I'm going to be that guy and call cliffhanger. A cliffhanger that lasts half an hour, but...
Can I at least roll perception?
Okay, roll perception. It's your last roll. What are you doing?
Tibbs is going to look at the samples. Gonna roll in that one. It's gonna be, yep, those are samples.
Should Firelight 2 or
Oh no, it's a 27. That's actually not bad.
Yeah, that's really good. I guess Firelight hasn't really gotten a chance to look at them
testing the samples will take a bit more time than just examining them as you hold them. They'll require more extensive testing.
But that's the role for you can think up stuff while you're taking the break.
Okay. You act as though I don't know exactly what I'm doing in 30 minutes. I resent your accusation, sir. All right.
I do apologize. I didn't mean it like that.
This is Uber GM weekend. All right, you guys close it out. Figure out who's doing what.
This has been a Fallout as Dragons mini session.
Join us in 30 minutes for what hopefully will be a cure, and more dragons, and more maulers, and
More Chase getting pissed at us for stuff we didn't do.
Exactly.